What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Thank you for stopping in. Today I have for you guys 6 knives that are all coming in under that $35 price point. Most of them are coming in under $25. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. And before you head out, do me a huge favor. Hit the thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate it, everyone. It really helps push the video out there so more people can check out the video, and let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. So we got 6 knives to take a look at. This one is going to be called the Kershaw Culpepper, and in my quick looking, it seems like there's a couple different Culpeppers. Now, I'm not real familiar with Kershaw's slip joints. Now, some of these I have had out of the box just very quickly, and this was one of them, but I don't have any experience with their slip joints, and it seems like this one is going to be, for the most part, for the price, which is going to be right around $25, it seems really solid. We have a nice satin finished clip point style of blade. Coming in 7CR, 17 MOV, not an insanely good steel, but not a very bad price either. And if you're looking to get into maybe your first slip joint, or maybe you're just looking to add a affordable slip joint, this might be a good option for you. It's got a nice little medium pull there on both sides. Now, this is going to be from closed all the way to open. There's no half stop. I don't know what the technical term for that is, if there is one, but it does go from closed to open and then open to close. The walk and talk seems really good. This has some sort of micarta for the top layer, or it's some sort of I think it's G10 actually. That's not, it could be micarta. They do have some smooth micartas that they label as micarta, but I think that might be G10. Steel bolster. Everything seems nicely finished. The pins are all nice and flush with the body. Lanyard hole. Nice little solid slip joint, I think, for $26. Now, next up, we got one from a company I've never heard of and I have no experience with. This is called the Opton Camp Knife, and from what I gather on this company is they make a variety of different stuff for outdoors, and this one is really interesting. So wait until you get a load of this knife here. It's going to be coming in at 40 bucks, but on Amazon right now, they have a coupon code for, I think, 18%, which takes this down to $33, which this is our most expensive knife on the list. But for that $33, now don't ask me because I don't know for sure. I won't mind finding out. This has a beautiful stone-washed sheep's foot blade, and it's coming in S35 VN. I don't know what they're treating it at, but it says right in the description of this knife that it is, you know, a stainless steel S35, but it doesn't have what the HRC is. Now, if that's the case, if this is S35 and it's treated even, you know, remotely decently, this is an insanely good deal for this knife, coming down around 33 bucks. It's not a little knife by any means. It has some semi-contoured G10 handles that are nicely finished, multiple opening methods with the cutout and the rear flipper tab, and the detent is nothing to sneeze at with this knife here. It's really, really well done. It's comfortable. The pocket clip is okay. It's lower mounted, but you know, it's going to be easy to get to, easy to get in and out of the pocket, and it's going to be good for ergonomics. I think this is a solid little knife. We need a little bit more information on this Opton company, but if this knife is as it seems, that's an insanely good price for some very good materials. Now, for all these knives, I will have them linked down below. Some are from Amazon, some are from other various places. The last 2 have been from Amazon. This one will be as well. As far as the pricing goes, this is the Rough Rider VG10 series, and this is called the 2101. And I think there's a couple different versions of this knife as well. And now this is going to be a double-bladed knife, or a double-bladed slip joint, if you will. We'll have a clip point blade there, and then I guess That's called a spay blade, I guess, I think. I'm not much for a slip joint. You know, I'm not much of a slip joint advocate, or no, I guess that wouldn't be the right word. I'm not a slip joint aficionado, not an advocate. That's the wrong word for sure. I like slip joints, and I don't, you know, I like them. So that's not what I meant. But I don't know technical terms for a lot of things. I'm still learning about that type of stuff. But VG10 for the blade steel, which is a good stainless steel, especially at the price point for these, which is going to be under 20 bucks depending on the version. But we have some nice pop of color here, some G10 I believe, nice back spring, everything is nice and flush, very simple on the hardware side of things. The walk and talk is pretty good. It's actually pretty stout for a double blade, and I'm not much for double bladed slip joints, I can say that, but this one I don't mind so much, and it's not real thick. That's typically why I don't like double blade, is they start to get thicker, but this one's not bad at all for a double blade. And you know, if you like double blades, that's awesome. It's just something I'm not used to yet, but for, you know, under 20 bucks, this seems like a really solid option if you like double blade slip joints. Now this next one is going to be coming in from F&Grow. This one is called the EF963. It's going to be like 28 bucks, but they have a coupon code right now that takes it down to 24 bucks on Amazon. We have a nice satin finished, I think D2 blade, nice little drop point, spear point, modified sheep's foot. It's not a spear point because of this swedge that kind of really ramps up and then back down to the tip, but more of a drop point, kind of trying to be a modified sheep's foot as well. Nice blade shape though, very useful. We have a big cutout for the deployment option here, and the springs are nice and strong in this knife. This is one I have not checked out, the 963, and I never really saw it before, but this is a nice looking, nice feeling knife, and it's in decent materials for the price point. And then we have some G10 handles here, very well finished. The crossbar lock is well done, nice protrusion on that guy, and like I said, the springs are really nice in this thing. Hard to believe, you know, you can get knives like this under 30 bucks these days. It is awesome to, you know, have in the community. Very few things. The things that, you know, you would change on this knife are very minimal, and they don't really have anything to do with the function. It's just a few, you know, maybe a little upgrade on the steel, less branding on the blade, tool it for lefty, that's a functional thing, but you know, for the money, they really nail these designs, and it's very cool to see. Recess the screws, you know, basically some pocket clip changes, and a little bit of, you know, branding, and this thing is extremely well done, and really well, you know, really good looking as well. The EF963 definitely seems like a solid full-size budget knife. I told you guys we had a nice little variety. Now this one's coming from Rough Rider, the Blue Mule, and this is out of their work knife series. And this is an interesting looking guy here. I only saw a picture of it. I haven't handled it yet. I believe these are coming in VG10 as well, but I don't know for sure. All I saw was stainless. But this thing, for a slip joint, is a beast. We have this drop point blade with a nice little satin finish on it. And now this is going to be a double blade as well, but it's a little different style. The secondary blade opens to the butt end of the knife, and then the primary blade opens to the primary side. I don't know what the difference is, where they both open to the same side and then one and one. I'm not sure, you know, what the technical term for that is either. Sorry guys, but I do know that these are going to be coming in at a fantastic price of 20 bucks. If I didn't say, this is called the 2173 or the Sunfish. We have some blue G10 for our inlay material there with the steel bolsters, the steel handle. And Rough Rider is, you know, I tend to not really recognize companies down in this price range a whole lot when talking about slip joints, but, you know, being honest, being thorough, Rough Rider is a decent option for a very budget-ended slip joint. They're probably the one I would go with over most others because they seem to have a very good grasp of finishing the knives and making them satisfying to use. Very good walk and talk, you know, for a double blade like this. Easy to get to that main blade. The second blade is a little bit tougher, but not too bad. And, you know, there you have two blades that are going to be very capable. So really cool. Coming in VG10, I think, just like the previous Rough Rider, but a little bit different style. This is a style of slip joint I've never handled or checked out before, quite like this one. And it seems really well done, especially at the price point. This next one up is called the Kubey Camp, and this is actually a Kooby I've never checked out before. Coming in around $27 full retail at White Mountain Knives, but you can use my 10% off coupon code GBALL10, and that'll knock another 10% down off this knife, so it'll be well under 25 bucks. And for that, you're going to get a nice I guess it's more of a sand washed finish, sand blasted finish, D2 Tanto style blade. Nice little user blade. Enough blade there to get the job done. You have a flipper tab for the deployment, and the detent is tuned very, very nicely on this thing. Very snappy, and the flipper tab is done really well. You have jimping that goes all the way around, which is a really nice touch. Very easy to get to, very easy to disengage this liner, and they jimp it. For a 3-finger knife, this thing feels really comfortable in hand. You have a little backspacer there with an integrated lanyard cutout and kind of a pummel, if you will. The micarta is really nice feeling. It's grippy, it's kind of soft, but it's also got that smooth factor. You guys, you know, if you know, you know. Nice lower mounted pocket clip. It'll be easy in, easy out of the pocket. It's comfortable in hand, even giving it a nice little squeeze. I mean, you're not going to want to do hard use for, you know, hard work for very long with this thing, but I think it's capable, and this would make a nice little, you know, I think it's called the camp for a reason. This would make a nice little knife for around the campsite doing various odds and ends. You guys will have to let me know which one was your favorite. What are some of your favorite knives that come in under that $35 price point? I love hearing from you guys. Or just let me know what you're carrying today. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I always appreciate that, everyone. If you're new here, we release EDC and knife videos just like this one every single day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I would love to have you here. Otherwise, guys, I'll throw up a couple of new videos. Go check one of them out. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you for watching. I will catch you on the next one.